Today, I'm going to show you one of the most unique experiences and places in all of Snoqualmie Valley. In fact, it's the only place on the West Coast that you can do what I'm about to do, and that is DirtFish Rally School here in Snoqualmie. I'm going to sit down with Nate, senior instructor here at DirtFish Rally School. He's going to tell us all about rally life, dirtfish, and the school, and everything you can experience here. And he's even going to take me on a ride. Here we go. Rally on, Jay.
So I've been at DirtFish for 11 years now. We just had our 11th anniversary at the beginning of October, which is absolutely amazing.
And where is DirtFish for those that don't know? Where is it located?
We are in Snoqualmie, Washington.
Can you tell us about what makes this property so special for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the property is unique in that it was an old warehouser site. So it was a lumber mill for nearly 100 years. And we inherited it as basically just an empty piece of property, and our owner is a huge rally fan from the UK, and he has a big collection of rally cars and has always wanted to do something that's interesting and rally related. So he bought the property as an investment, and then also decided to have some fun with it. And so basically I got started as one of the first instructors, and have been here ever since.
So he built DirtFish from the ground up?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Yeah, it wasn't even called DirtFish in the beginning. It was just, he had 4 cars that were competition cars that were set up beautifully, and then just this wacky idea to be like, hey, let's do a rally school. There isn't one on the West Coast.
And you guys get people from all over the country, all over the world?
All over the world, yeah. It's really fun. If you saw our map in the hallway there's a pin from all over the world and then all over North America as well. So it's amazing to see where we get our customers from and where we just get visitors from who will come from literally all over the world to just come here and check it out. We're running a class right now, which is an invitation-only class with a group of customers who have been here multiple times. These guys have spent a bunch of time with us, and we trust them, and they're looking to, so one of them is even actually competing actively in rally now after coming to and taking a few of our classes. He got his own car and started competing and everything. We get a lot of folks who have never driven a manual transmission, and we teach several people a day how to drive a manual transmission. But we also like to be on the other end of the spectrum where we have super high level drivers that we can then still tweak, but in different ways.
You know, how did you, growing up in Carnation, a local guy, a local kid, how did you get involved in rally school racing and rally car racing?
So I was very lucky. How I got started in rallying was I have my aunt and uncle are both top national level competitors, which is very strange. I got the bug very early on, helped him out when he won a national championship in the 90s, and dating myself. And then he worked at a repair shop in Seattle, and that was my first floor sweeping gig as a kid. Sweeping the floors on the weekends and stuff like that, driving all the way into Seattle to go do that. And then I got my first rally car from the classified board in that building there. And so that was the start of basically my rallying career.
Rally racing is a foreign concept to me. You are a pro at it. What is your experiences been like going from a young kid watching uncle to being a pro driver to now teaching people? That seems like quite a breadth.
I live rally, I love rally. It's a very odd sport. You're not alone in not knowing what it is. It's sort of like what soccer used to be in the sports world over here. Now it's popular and people know what it is, but for a while there it was this weird oddball sport that outside of the US, people were ravenously like killing each other over the results, you know. Same with rally in the rest of the world. It's extremely popular, and I think it's because it's accessible and identifiable. They're street legal cars. They have to drive on the street at low speeds, and then they get to a closed off racing section and drive as fast as you can on that closed section, but it's a real road, so it's not like a racetrack or anything like that. We have a lot more accessibility now. Rally's not exactly easy to go and see in person, and now with social media and the ability to track cars and where they are, even drones makes it more interesting and accessible to people, so it's easier to follow and very, it brings that excitement home to people.
You talked about teaching people.
Yeah.
What do you love about teaching people to drive?
So I mentioned being in the sport for a long time, and it's honestly, the sport for me has given me a lot of things. It gave me the opportunity to understand goals as a young guy growing up, how to work for something hard that you want. It got me through some rough times also by giving me something to focus on and get through it. And probably kept me out of trouble. So I love being able to share what I love and getting people excited about it. So I feel like I'm sort of giving back in a sense by getting people excited about the sport and getting them involved. It's sort of like reinvesting into it a bit.
The classes that DirtFish has, you guys have a bunch of great options for people to come and learn how to drive. Can you tell us briefly about some of the class structures that they have?
Sure. So we have anything from a short 2-hour class, which is just like a dip your toe in the water, see if you like it. We do a half day, 1 day, and then our most popular is our multi-day program, our 3-day, and that it takes a while to understand how to handle a car properly, how to get the most out of it. And the big payoff on the end of the 3rd day is a big 2.5 mile section of road that we just keep lapping all afternoon. And the entire time is just to build up to make the most out of that. So it's really, really fun to, because we love to go fast and we love to push people to get better and better. So our entire goal is to get people to enjoy themselves within their comfort level and make the most of whatever course they're on.
So when people are driving in those classes, whether it's a 2-hour, whether it's the big one, what are they going to feel? What are they going to get emotionally out of those classes?
Well, ultimately you're going to have fun, but it depends on a person's personal goals, really. If you don't have any experience, it can be a little intimidating. But we're very careful to ensure that we put you in a safe environment. So even if you're a first-timer, have zero experience, you'll get enough seat time and enough level of comfort to actually have fun with it. If you have, on the other end of the spectrum, a lot of experience, then we will show you how to get better, ultimately. And honestly, that's the majority of our clients are not rally people. They're people either looking to have fun or they're from a different discipline, like say road racing or something like that, looking to cross-train and get better at their discipline. What makes our instructors amazing is they have a varied background as well. So we don't have a bunch of only rally people who are only interested in getting you to rally. We have people who have done circle track racing. We have off-road people. We have autocross champions. We have all of this stuff. And we have people with actually not very much experience actually competitively racing, but they're really, really good teachers and they're really good at relating to what a person needs at a particular time. So honestly, it's finding out what someone needs at that point in time and then fixing that problem quickly, concisely, and then moving forward to the next thing.
What are some of those problems that people kind of run into early and maybe often that you see?
The biggest one is too much input, like cranking on the steering wheel. I think that comes from driving on the pavement usually. If you want to slide a car or if you have ever slid a car on pavement, you have to be pretty forceful with it. basically all of our area out here that we drive on is gravel. So actually you have to be very, very smooth with it, and it's closer to driving on the snow, which if you grab the wheel and crank it on the snow, you aren't going very far other than straight.
Bad things happen.
Yes, exactly. So just getting people to calm down and do less behind the wheel, and then actually use your feet to rotate the back of the car versus the steering wheel to rotate the front of the car. It's a different concept.
Sounds like a lot of finesse in intense moments.
Yeah, exactly. And then vision. That's the other one. Look where you want to go. Keep your eye on the ball, the classic one for baseball. Absolutely works for driving too. It's just you're looking out to scan and gather a lot more information so you can have a plan before you get into a situation. One of the challenges with loose surface driving, gravel, which is what we have, is that it's always different, it's always changing. And the way a person learns is through repetition, doing the same thing over and over again. Trouble with rally is it's different every time you see it. So you have to have a much deeper skill set to be able to handle a car at speed in a loose environment, and so that's what we are really trying to help with, what everyone achieve in a short period of time.
Tell us about the operations here and what people can expect when they come to DirtFish.
We get a lot of people every time they show up who are really impressed with everything, and that means a lot because we have a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this place. We put a lot of effort into making it a nice experience and not just like a shack in the woods. So our office is very nice. We also have, as you saw, some memorabilia from our owner's collection. He's again, he has cars, he has memorabilia from racing and rallying in history. So we have people who just come to check out that stuff, honestly. But it takes a lot of people to behind the scenes to make this all work. I mean, we have a very, very busy shop. We have a very, very busy course crew with full-time employees working almost around the clock to ensure that the cars are ready, the courses are ready, the office is ready for everything. So it takes a lot of effort that isn't really seen behind the curtains. And it's amazing that we have such an awesome crew. And you can tell everybody's willing to say hi and excited and, oh, what'd you think? And was it fun?
That driving experience, when someone's in that car, and maybe it's their first time or they're in the multi-class, do you see, what kind of growth do you see in those people? It's fun to see people who, especially who were maybe brought here with someone who was excited about it, because most everyone is here for a reason. Like, there is absolutely a reason. Either they've saved up to come here, or they're trying to get better at whatever they're doing, or they just want to have fun, whatever it is. The one that is really, really fun and rewarding are the significant others who get drug along to this, and they aren't all female by any means. We have a lot of female drivers who bring their male significant others in to do this, and it's really fun to have them either intimidated initially or maybe think that they aren't going to have a good time and just think, oh boy, here we go, I'm being drugged to this thing. And then at the end are like having an absolute blast and giving a high five and just hooting and hollering and really enjoying it genuinely, and not just as a, oh, that was neat. Talk to me about DirtFish being here and you working in the valley. What does that mean to you?
You know, it's fun to be, it's like full circle again, like giving back to the rally community. It's also giving back a little bit to the Snoqualmie Valley. I love it here. I don't currently live here, but I visit here weekly with my friends who still live here. We have a weekly get together that we all hang out. And the valley itself is, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. So you still get that sense of walking around with a beautiful sunrise or sunset and going, holy cow, I can't believe I live here, you know? And to have this situated in this location and to have it close to home for me it's an amazing full circle.
So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes look at DirtFish Rally School here in Snoqualmie, Washington. An incredible and unique experience only found here. Remember, there's only one Snoqualmie Valley and there's only one Snoqualmie Valley Real Estate. I'm Brian Davis. I'll see you in the valley.